demonstration. So the peace was lull in the storm, the sort of violence which happened, the more violence happened, the other violence happened. Why has that happened?
Well, Karthikeya, violence is an ongoing process as far as state of Manipur is concerned. There is lull, of course, but then after every 2 or 3 days, there are a couple of incidents of sporadic violence, which again shatters the claim of the government that all is well, or at least things are limping back to normalcy. Things are limping, but definitely not back to normalcy. The situation is very grim on the ground. As our reporter showed yesterday with his ground reports and all, as to how people who are lawyers, people who are students and in other professions are leaving their professions and joining as guards to guard their territory. This is both in the hills as well as in the valley. There are people, students can't go to school. People have to, grow their crops and sow their crops in with police security. So everything is that can go wrong has gone wrong in the state of Manipur. And I think the government, while it claims that they are trying to reach out to both the Kuki as well as Meitei communities in order to ensure that the peace process returns, but the reality is that that they have to do a lot more, Karthikeya, before things even start looking towards normalcy. Forget limping back to normalcy.
Let us play out a ground report of the interview, first with the BJP MLA Wungu Jagin Volte, who was attacked by an angry mob in Imphal. Let's play out this interview, a part of this interview.
आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? Would you like to say something? कोई एक अपनी बात.
I want peace.
I want peace. You say I want peace.
People are safe.
Not safe.
Not safe.
I like it to be safe.
He told my people are not safe. I like them to be safe.
नेता रहे हैं, लोगों के बीच में आपकी अपनी एक पहचान रही है. आप कोई मैसेज देना चाहते हैं? And one more message.
One message is the public should be safe.
He said that the public should be safe.
Public should be safe. Okay.
As a being leader, I am not safe. I like to be safe.
As on Brijesh, the leader, I'm not safe. I like to be safe. He said.
And let us play other bites and visuals that have come from Manipur.
ठीक मेरे बाएं तरफ आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर बाकायदा पुलिस ने अपना एक बंकर बनाया हुआ है, बड़ी संख्या पर पुलिस बल तैनात है और चारों तरफ आपको यहाँ धान के खेत दिखाई देंगे, जहाँ पर ये जो किसान है बिष्णुपुरा इलाके के, वो यहाँ पर अपने खेतों के अंदर खेती करने आते हैं। लेकिन ये जो खेती है इन धान के खेत में, वो दरअसल पुलिस के साए में हो रही है, यानी कि पुलिस सुरक्षा के साए में की जा रही है। ठीक सामने देखिए किसान इस वक्त वो खेती कर रहा है और ठीक सामने देखिए किस तरीके से जो मणिपुर पुलिस और इसके अलावा IRB यानी कि के जो जवान हैं इंडियन रिजर्व बटालियन के, वो इस वक्त आपको यहाँ पर उनकी सुरक्षा में तैनात यहाँ पर दिखाई देंगे। तो यानी कि जो किसान है वो पुलिस सुरक्षा के बीच इस वक्त मणिपुर में खेती करने के लिए मजबूर हैं। इसके पीछे की वजह भी आपको बताते हैं। ठीक सामने आप देखिए वो जो पहाड़ी आप देख रहे हैं, दरअसल उस पहाड़ी के ऊपर विरोधी गुट यानी कि कुकीज ने अपने बंकर बनाए हुए हैं और इस वक्त जहां मैं मौजूद हूं, ये जो आप जमीन देख रहे हैं जहां पर चारों तरफ आप ये धान के खेत देख रहे हैं, दरअसल ये मतई का इलाका है, यानी कि मैतई समाज जो है वो यहाँ खेती करने के लिए आता है और उनको डर है कि जो विरोधी गुट है उनका जो कुकी है उन्होंने ऊपर पहाड़ों के ऊपर बंकर बनाए और जैसे ही वो खेती करने यहाँ पर आएंगे तो उनके ऊपर गोलियां चलाई जाएंगी। इसके अलावा IRB के जो जवान है हमारे साथ मौजूद है। सर ये बताइए आप लोगों की ड्यूटी कब से यहाँ पर?
अभी जो 1 महीना अभी जो होने वाला है।
अच्छा।
लगभग वो जो 20 दिन ऐसा ही हो गया, लेकिन हमारे आने से पहले वो जो पुलिस का जो है ना, उन लोगों को तो 3 महीना अभी कंप्लीट होने वाला है।
तो ये देखिए किस तरीके से जो पुलिस के जवान हैं, मणिपुर पुलिस और इसके अलावा जो IRB के जवान हैं वो यहाँ पर सिक्योरिटी करते हुए साफ तौर पर देखे जा सकते हैं। ये छोटा सा इन्होंने अपना एक बंकर बनाया हुआ है और इसी बंकर के अंदर बैठकर ये लोग 24 घंटे यहाँ पर जो खेतों में काम कर रहे किसान हैं उनकी सिक्योरिटी करते हैं। ये ठीक सामने देखिए, सामने पहाड़ी है और ये ठीक इसी जगह बैठकर पुलिसकर्मी उस पहाड़ी के ऊपर नज़र भी रखते हैं। मैं चाहूँगा कैमरामैन अमित बालियान आपको तस्वीरें ठीक सामने से दिखाएं। ये देखिए किस तरीके से सामने पहाड़ है, इधर से नज़र रखी जाती है। पहाड़ पर जो बंकर बने हुए हैं, जो विरोधी गुट हैं मतई के उनके, और उसके बाद यहाँ से तमाम जो किसान जब चले जाते हैं तो उसके बावजूद यहाँ पर पुलिस 24 घंटे इस बंकर के अंदर तैनात रहती है। तो ये जो हालात इस वक्त बने हुए हैं मणिपुर के, ये अपने आप में बताने के लिए काफ़ी हैं कि जो स्थिति है वो यहाँ पर सुधरने में या फिर कहें जो ज़िंदगी है सामान्य होने में अभी एक लंबा वक्त यहाँ पर लग सकता है। क्या हुआ था बेटी के साथ?
She is minor. He is innocent. My baby is the innocent. Just my baby and boy watching a place at the last mobile location is Kokta and the Lamdan. This is the Bishanpur district. At that time, from the her mother is querying at the time of whereabout. At that time, her phone is removed. Unknown person. Removed means kidnapped case. At that day, whereabout not known. Till we are many complaint to the Honorable Chief Minister, Her Excellency Governor of Manipur, and the our advisor Kuldeep, and social media also is still not whereabout is no information update. Even police also not providing the update information. Today, I heard a viral video. At that time, I am very disappointed. My hopeful daughter is lost by the what I say, no sympathy, unhumanitarian. They very what I express my sentiment is very shocked because my daughter is innocent and that boy also innocent. Why they attacking them? And the rumor is telling both boys and girls are captured on a jeep. At that time, the phone is switched off. Till that, no information whereabout, and the rumor is very rumor. But her dead body or life or death, we do not know. And some very honorable our Prime Minister is comparing only naked fellow is very important, and the murder of the unknown, not only my daughter and many daughters and the boys are losing, missing, and murdered. Why about this? His voice is not.
आप अपने आप को संभालिए।
Indigenous people are very good friendship. I am working both plain and hills. Since my last daughter is telling, Father, why you doing very nicely in and the plain working, but you do not give me my elder sister. Why I come? I don't know how to answer to my last daughter. Is the my I am very disappointed.
Now to discuss more on this, we are joined by Thangminlal Doungel, who is a research scholar, a regular guest on our platform, National Institute of Education, Planning and Administration, NIEPA, Mr. Suhas Chakma, who is Director, Rights and Risk Analysis Group, and Major General Ashwani Siwach. Welcome all of you to News9 Live. I'll first start with you, Suhas. You have seen the kind of ground reports been done by our correspondent there in Chura Chandpur, in Imphal, in various other More and other places. How do you react to what is happening on the ground? Because we just played the soundbite of a father whose son and daughter are missing, and he's making heartrending pleas to the state to find his son and daughter. Police people have to sow their seeds or take care of the crops in the presence of heavy police security. How do you analyze this, sir?
See, I think this is a place where there is a full-scale civil war. The civil war which you have seen in history. It doesn't matter whether it was in Spain, it was during the partition of India, or anywhere else in the world. And the civil war which has spread to the region in Manipur and Assam, you see people from both communities because of their attachment raising issues. So it's nothing new. I think with the exception of Chief Minister Biren Singh, Home Minister Amit Shah, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, everybody believes that the situation on the ground is bad. Everybody believes that absence of any kind of fresh killings or large scale killing does not necessarily indicate return to normalcy. And it will not return to normalcy because the edifice of this state structure, the government itself doesn't exist. So the police station read doesn't go beyond the police station. The chief minister read doesn't go beyond his office or the directions which he is issuing. Nobody listens or nobody can, implement except in exceptional situations like, the FIR which was registered with respect to the, parading naked, sexual assault, and gang rape of the women, because you have to report to the Supreme Court of India. And the Supreme Court has already made it clear that, if you do not take action, we'll give you some time, then we shall intervene, at an appropriate time. So they have to ensure that the Supreme Court disposes of the petition this Friday. I mean, I think it's supposed to be tomorrow on 28th, they're supposed to report. So that's the only case where they have taken action. Otherwise, the government doesn't exist, and this shall continue. And the response of the chief minister does not help to create this situation or to create conducive atmosphere. For example, forget about what he said about Mizoram chief minister. Do not interfere in our internal affairs. As if Manipur is a sovereign country outside, the Union of India, and people from this state or this country cannot express their opinion or cannot participate in a peaceful assembly or deliver their opinion in a public gathering like Joramtanga had done. So this kind of reactions come from only people who believe that beyond the reach of the law, they are almost like the tin pot military dictators we have around the world, where people would say, don't come and interfere in our territory. It would have been more suited to the generals in Myanmar than the chief minister of Manipur. Having said that, I think what's clear, yesterday he said, the territorial integrity of Manipur shall not be compromised. Is that the statement at this point of time to be made? Who is talking about disintegration of Manipur? What was the statement of the Home Ministry in the last couple of weeks? In the last couple of weeks, the position of the Home Ministry of Home Affairs has been very clear, and the Chief Minister of Manipur knows that the Naga peace process has been going on from 25th July 1997 until today, 27 July 2023. Nobody had or has talked about or been successful to create or to threaten the territorial integrity of Manipur. So why do you bring up this issue at this point in time? Just to provoke the people belonging to a particular community. So if you look at the reaction of the Chief Minister of Manipur, he is not, it is not expected of him, but he continues to be the same. Just provoke the other community, create the fears. And then, as I said, this is not the right time to talk about the scheduled tribes status of the Métis, possibly not the right time to talk about the, the autonomy or union territory, whatever. These are some demands which have been made. First, the peace has to be restored, governance has to be restored, the police need to operate, in a free and fair manner, and the kind of division or which has taken place, ethnic cleansing from both sides, because people have moved from both sides. I don't think you can restore it, and the ground situation says that this shall continue for a longer period of time, not necessarily because people want to engage in conflict. I think people are tired of it. It shows that people are suffering from some kind of fatigue from this conflict. But you would see the political leaders, starting with the Chief Minister of Manipur, making statements which do not in any way help to address this situation. Rather than saying, do not interfere in our internal affairs of Manipur, Chief Minister of Manipur would have said that, ensure security of the Meiteis in Manipur, because at the end of the day, they are also citizens of India. So what is the issue at stake? The issue at stake is the rule of law, whether in Manipur, whether in Kacharbeli, or in Mizoram, all over the country. So you could see that the Chief Minister doesn't care about the rule of law throughout the country. I mean, so that's very unfortunate. And this kind of statements, of course, will raise questions among the cookies. What are we supposed to do? Because he doesn't want to give an inch. I don't think, there is any effort whatsoever to build peace by the Chief Minister.